Hey there, welcome back to Cisco Reads Books. Today we got the May reading wrap up. It's going to be a little bit shorter than usual. There's only 9 books on here, but that's because May was not my best month in reading. But in June, we are looking to pick that up. So get ready, buckle in, get some snacks. Actually, it won't be that long, so don't get some snacks. You might waste the snacks. But here we go. So the first book I read this month, and also I would say my second favorite book of the month, was Necroscope by Brian Lumley. Just a fantastic book. I listened to this on Audible, and now I got the hardcover copy in this ridiculously huge trade paperback. Yeah, it's amazing. The next book that I read was Vampiri, which is book 2 in the Necroscope. I'll flash that up on the screen. And then that was also amazing. It was book 2 of the Necroscope. It was a great second entry into the series, and really looking forward to seeing how that series progresses. Today, I started listening to The Source, which is book 3 in the Necroscope. So we'll see how that goes. I should be able to finish that in like a couple days. Um, and yeah, that one was awesome. The next one that I listened to, um, was Relic by Douglas Preston and Lincoln Child. This is number 1 in the not Necroscope, number 1 in the Pendergast series with this beautiful step back cover that I showed you the other day. And yeah, the audio narration in that was just fantastic. You get the New York accents, you get the Louisiana accent from Pendergast himself. It's just a phenomenal listen. Um, I'll probably be switching over to reading those, being that I just got book basically 1 through 5. So I'll probably switch over from listening to reading book 3 through 5 for right now until I can find the rest of them um, in the original mass market paperback version. But yeah, so that was a phenomenal read. The next one is top of the charts for this year so far. Absolutely, 100%, hands down, swear to God, it is Justin Cronin's The Ferryman. Yeah, this book blew me away. There's not much more I can say about it. I did a pretty lengthy review on it. And stay tuned because we are going to do a deep dive in to The Ferryman and Brave New World side by side comparisons, dislikes, cons, or pros, cons, all that shit, and dissect the masterpiece that I think The Ferryman is. Um, so yeah, after The Ferryman, we started Horror Movie by Paul Tremblay, and that one didn't work out. If you watch the Another Dead DNF video, um, I go into that pretty hard there. Um, yeah, I don't know. It just didn't do it for me. But we switched it out for something that did do it for me, and that was A Fig for All the Devils by C.S. Fritz. This is the book about the cigarette smoking, poetry reading, junk food eating Grim Reaper that was just absolutely hilarious. And it that did do it for me. It was a fantastic coming of age story, and it had some horror elements, but I don't think that it was like a particularly horrific book. But it was still a good read. So I highly suggest that you do read that. And we just got all the rest of C.S. Fritz's adult fiction. So we might be doing those in the months to come because I was really impressed with his writing style. The next one was 2 books that I listened to that finished off the Titus Crow series by Brian Lumley. As you can see, I'm on a huge Brian Lumley kick. And I'm super happy that I ended up listening to The Complete Crow because that's what kind of started me on this journey. And as we're closing in on these final 2 books of the Titus Crow series, where we say goodbye to Titus Crow, they're fantastic. In the Moons of Borea, which I'll flash it up here, and Alicia, The Coming of Cthulhu, which I will flash down here in a line. Yeah, these are 2 fantastic books. a great way to reach the penultimate kind of conflict of the book in The Moons of Borea, and then a fantastic conclusion to the series in Elysia, The Coming of Cthulhu. Um, just Brian Lumley's writing is just fantastic. I'm looking so forward to getting into some of the new offerings that I got from that the thrift haul. Especially the one about the alternate history of Egypt, basically, with aliens and horror, and I'm all in on that. Um, Basically, it's like they said it's like Necroscope in ancient Egypt. So yeah, I'm fucking in on that. Um, but yeah, these are two fantastic books. Brian Lumley is quickly becoming one of my preferred authors. So we'll see if his offerings continue to be just as good. I haven't had a dud yet, so we're good. Um, the next one, which I thought was going to be my final read, but it might not be. Ooh. Was Don DeLillo's End Zone. So in the review, if you watch that, um, you kind of saw that it wasn't the best offering that I've had from him. However, it's still Don DeLillo, so it's pretty good. The football terminology kind of was over my head. I'm not a football guy. I'm a hockey guy. Um, so a lot of like the plays and stuff that they were explaining, I just couldn't visualize it. I don't watch football. Um, and yeah, it was good. I mean, it was funny. And the comparison between football and nuclear war and just the exploration of kind of organized violence in sports was a good thematic way to approach it. I did enjoy the book. But like I said, it was definitely no Americana and it definitely wasn't a white noise. Um, so yeah, we're going to continue this month with another Don DeLillo. I think I already mentioned which one. I think it was Mao too. But we're going to do that and see how that stacks up to the rest of what I've read so far. Ignore that Taco Bell bag. That's my lunch. Um, the final book that I completed was Reliquary, number two in the Pendergast series. And this was phenomenal. It's a direct sequel to number one, basically following 18 months after the events of book one. And I don't want to reveal too much because it is like the direct sequel. Um, it's just fantastic. Douglas Preston and Lincoln Child, they are knocking these out of the park. And like I said, the audiobook narration was fantastic. The guy who does the voices on there is just phenomenal. And Pendergast is definitely becoming one of my favorite characters in the series. I mean, Margot is pretty fun too. And the police captain or the lieutenant. Shit, I don't remember his name, but he's good too. And Podesta, something like that. Pagosta. It's like some kind of like Polish or Russian last name, but he's pretty funny. And yeah, that's what we did for the month. It was only 9 books, but it was a good 9 books. It probably would have been 10, but horror movies sucked. So that is where we are. And June is looking up. So we're gonna finish more books in June. You can hold me to that because we will. Um, Currently, I am about halfway through The Exorcist. Um, and then after that, we are going straight into June on the Range, and we're picking up one of our Western offerings and seeing what we got. It'll probably be the book two in the Fort Misery cycle or the Fort Misery series, because I'm super excited for that one. I've had it on the shelf for a minute now, and I'm just super excited to get into those characters again. So that is it for the May monthly wrap up, May reading monthly wrap up. And this time the recording is good and I didn't yawn because I am friggin' tired. But until next time, read because reading is fundamental.